What's happening, guys? Jason here, and I know it's been a hot minute since I've done any kind of update on this, but yeah, it's been a challenge. The rust itself has just been you fix a piece, you find a piece. It just kept on going and going and going. It turned into this colossal nightmare, throwing the fact that Texas weather has been just crazy bipolar. I mean, we've been going from ice to heat to cold to rain to sun. It's just all over the map. So progress has been a little slow here, but I am pretty much done with the metal work up here, and we're going to be showing you today, and we're going to be coming in and painting on some POR-15 rust prevention. Hindsight, I wish I'd have done this on the front, but I didn't really think about it because it didn't have this level of problem and everything. But we're going to come in and take care of this. I'll show you how to do it. But first, the update. Okay. So, the entire upper section here had to be replaced, which, yeah, you can see it's pretty much ground smooth. I'm probably going to do a little more grinding today just to clean up some of this stuff, but yeah. Then down here we had a lovely little hole that continued all the way into here. You can kind of see the seam. Going to have to grind that a little bit smooth, and then we'll wind up using body filler. Had holes here. Had pinholes down in there that all had to be welded up. I considered changing this entire piece right here. You can see I even cut out the piece for it. But I like keeping as much of the factory metal as possible in there, so I decided to just repair it. This entire seam right here all the way down, you can see the bead I had to put down on it. I had to fill in a lot of this area because there was so much pitting in there. I was highly concerned about water doing a capillary action and getting back inside the car. Moving over to here where the really bad stuff was, it's all cleaned up pretty dang nice through here. All this had to be replaced. You can see all along there. Then over here I tried to do some basically silver solder work to fill in this. The metal has some pitting, but it's not going through. I stabbed it accordingly with the screwdriver and everything, so it's not so thin that it's going through. So I tried to do a little bit of filling in there. I don't know how it turned out. I don't know how I like it. But yeah, basically what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be coming in and cleaning up the remainder of the grinds and whatnot, and then I'm going to be painting on the POR-15, which I have the actual POR-15 over there, and I have the metal prep and rust repair stuff over there to get it all set up and done. So yeah, we're coming to the end of the line here on the rust on around the back window, which is, God almighty, has been a nightmare, but we're getting there. So hang with me, and we'll get some proper updates here, and I'll show you how to put the POR-15 on. Hi guys, Future Jason here. Do not, under any circumstances, do what I just did, and that is start randomly spraying unknown and possibly dangerous chemicals without actually reading the warning label or having your personal protection gear. The degreaser for POR-15 is made of potassium hydroxide, which is a cousin of sodium hydroxide, also known as lye, also known as drain cleaner. So, what you do is you go ahead and get yourself some nitrile gloves and a proper respirator for what you're working on over here, so you don't do like me and potentially die. Thank you. Okay, so we've got the system here ground down as smooth as I think I can get it and all that. So now we're going to be applying the POR-15 treatment. And to do that, you got to take your POR-15 degreaser and cleaner, you dilute it with warm water, and then you spray it on, wipe it down, and then rinse it off with water. After that, you're going to come along here with your POR-15 prep, and you got to keep the metal moist or wet for between 15 and 30 minutes depending on rust and all that stuff. But step one is to come along here with our cleaner and degreaser and try to everywhere that's going to be getting oh Jesus. Okay, note to self, wear mask. Holy hell. Yeah. Okay. It says that you're supposed to spray it down with water, but as you can see, there's still interior in this car. So we're gonna go ahead and wipe it down with some rags here, and then come over with a water spray or something, see what happens. So yeah, that's definitely a heavy duty degreaser. So yeah, our directions now say basically to come in here and hit it with this stuff right here, the POR-15 metal prep, and this will dissolve all the rust, which goes without saying is an acid all by itself, so don't mess with it unless you have proper protection and all that stuff on. So now you just take this stuff and I guess just start spraying it on and see what it does. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera off because this is going to go on for the next 30 minutes or so. But we'll see what it looks like and go to the next step as soon as that procedure is done. Okie dokie, so I've let the rust dissolving portion of this happen for about an hour now, keeping it moist and all that good stuff. And you can see the oxidized product you're going to wind up with here. So I did find if it gets on the paint, it can mess it up a little bit, so always make sure you get it off from there. But we're moving on now over here to our actual POR-15, and you're supposed to open this stuff up, shake it, stir it, get it properly mixed, put it into its own container, and then either brush or spray it on. I could spray it on, I'm just going to brush it with this little area. I don't want to overspray and everything, so I'm going to use this comically large paintbrush here because all my small ones are missing and I don't feel like running over to the nearest city to get more. So I'm going to use that guy and brush all this on over here, and yeah, we'll see what winds up happening. And this time I have my protective gear on because all kinds of warnings about solvents and using in fresh air, so I'm just going to put safety glasses and respirator and everything else on just so I don't have any problems. Okay. So I'm only going to get about 6 ounces to start with because this stuff is crazy expensive. I may have used too much of it in here. Let's see. I mean, it looks good. Looks like a nice hard sealant coating there, so.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and call that good. And I don't know, we'll see. But I know you can paint over this stuff and everything. And I'm assuming you can probably sand it and everything to smooth it out. So I'm going to go ahead and let it sit and dry for a while. And yeah, I guess next video will be the final product of it and all that. So as always, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you enjoyed these videos and you want to see more.